welcome back, my peeps. We are Gen X Reality Check. We react to all metal, all hard rock, all the time, baby. There is no hair care tips here. Actually, we could talk about the man's hair now that I'm thinking about it, but no, you're not getting that here, at least not today. Anyway, if that's what you're looking for, keep scrolling. This channel's not for you. Anyway, I wanted to just do a real quick video checking out Dave Ellefson's new project. Everybody who watches here knows who Dave Ellefson is. Got a new project going with Jeff Soto. Do you guys remember him from Ingve, clear back in the mid 80s? I want to say around 86 or 87. He had kind of like a Bruce Dickinson or Dio voice, something along those lines. He was actually had an incredibly powerful voice. I have no idea what he sounds like today. I didn't even know he was still around doing music. But anyway, apparently they had an album just drop a week ago, so let's check it out real quick. Let's hit it, guys.
I was the mirror.
Holy shit, that fucking rocked, didn't it? Oh my God. It really did. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? Um, pa- like power metal combined with stadium rock. Power metal, is that like making a comeback that I don't know about, you guys? Because I was saying that about Bandmate, that it reminded me a little bit of Halloween. This does as well, or maybe Hammerfall. Yeah, is power metal making a comeback? And where have I been? Um, but that's what that reminds me of. And then kind of the stadium rock of the 70s and 80s, but without the bloat. Do you remember that you'd go to concerts in like the 80s or whatever, and they would have like 15 and 20-minute freaking solos and crazy stuff like that? I had a friend of mine that he swears to this day that when he went to see The Song Remains the Same, he fell asleep during Moby Dick, and when he woke up, it was still fucking Moby Dick. I'm like, dude, that is so not true. He swears it's true, and he makes a very valid point. There was some inflated egos back in the day, and it was on full display with Stadium Rock. Um, and I say that is no insult to these guys because they didn't do that. There was none of that bloat. I mean, the guitar solo was fucking blazing. I mean, it was, but um wow, well done. I was not expecting that sound coming out of these guys. Um Dave Ellefson, we can talk about the bass because we always will on this channel, but he's tight, he's freaking aggressive. But I think really for me, what stands out for him as a bass player and makes him like immediately identifiable is the tone he gets from his bass and that speed. How does he frickin' do that? Now, some people say the tone comes because he uses a pick. I didn't know that made that big of a difference, but people tell me it does. Um, but his tone is instantly recognizable. It is on this too. I could have heard the song and not known the name of the band. I would have known it was fucking him. I mean, no doubt about it. And people say that to play at the speed that he does and the intensity that he does for any length of time is damn nearly impossible. So, hats off to you. Well done, Dave Ellefson. And Jeff Soto. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, I remember him. Everybody does. If you were into metal in the mid 80s, you remembered him. Um, I am shocked he still sounds like that. You got so many people that just were fantastic frontmen in the 80s that, due to their vocal cords or whatever has gone on, just can't do what they did before. The Vince Neils out there and the Axl Roses, who, no hate on them, were the best in the fucking business at what they did, but it just didn't carry over well 40 years later. There's a few who did. James Hetfield seems to be just fine. Sebastian Bach is just fine. Anthony Kiedis. And now this guy. Holy shit. How does he still sound like that now? Has he been doing stuff that I didn't know about up until now? He sounds fucking phenomenal. Um, yeah, this song is definitely making its way on a playlist. And as a matter of fact, as soon as I hang up with you people, I will be ordering the CD. So what do you think of that? I loved it. I fucking thought it was awesome. What'd you guys think of it? Um, just well done. I hope they go on tour. I really do. I would go see that for fucking sure. Um, fuck. Yeah. Dave Ellefson, I think you're gonna be just fine. But for those of you interested, on his podcast on YouTube, he did address the Megadeth situation. Um, expressed a little bit of disappointment that he hasn't been called yet. I think, like a lot of us feel, um, expressed a little bit of confusion if he's not going to be invited on this tour, why not? Um, but I think overall he handled it better than I did with my very public Megadeth meltdown. But hey, we keep it real here at Gen X, don't we? Anyway, if you guys want to go check out that interview, definitely take a look. I can link it down below. But in the meantime, coming up here on Gen X Reality Check, we are going to be doing a warning live video. One I know I can get through YouTube, which is no small task right now. Also, we're going to be doing Falling in Reverse. And I love Ronnie Radke, you know that. Love talking about Ronnie. He's always got something to fucking say. And we are going to be doing Gurish and the Chronicles. And again, stop by Ellefson's podcast and see what he has to say about the Megadeth situation. You guys have an awesome day.